Six on the beat, it's a speaker blast. Bars are hot, and bars are ready. Like Five Below.
Yeah, in the club now like I'm BD. Counting these notes like a MIDI. Laugh to the bank, hit the gritty. Go and tell your mom that she really, really pretty. Yo, I called up your grandma. Said this the new age nostalgia. She said that last night she called ya. Said JVB is the future. Palace
With a Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins number one.
Whiplash past the moat train. Soft up, fits on 10. Yankee fitted, even in my bed. Small town boys up next to bat. JVB make it get slapped.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Texans. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. Off we go from NRG Stadium. Now, Watkins on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Throwing to get going, it's Herbert. That one caught by Tucker. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
15 yards on the play. And the Texans first down.
Go.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, easy. We'll go. Set.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Trey Tucker, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
Let's go. Hey. Set. Grenade. Grenade. Balin Tiger. Hey, go lion. Right.
From the gun, it's Herbert. A high throw there, but nice job to go up and get it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Hey, count it. Set.
Now Herbert again. The throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Herbert to the air again. Forced out wide. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Texans. That is second TD catch of the season. The extra point is up and through. And the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
They'll throw out of the gun. This one is caught by Luke Musgrave. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Look wide. Get this one complete.
Complete to number 4. It's a pickup of 6.
So, from 37, here's second and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
19 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9. At the Texans' 17-yard line.
He'll get this out wide. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll motion the slot man right. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down.
Dolphins first down. First and goal, Miami.
Achane. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Dolphins come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no return here. This is a touchback.
And they're off 35-yard line.
Herbert now on first down. Quick hitting slant there. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
And the Texans first
Baylor
down.
Tiger. Moment to strike.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Hey, go Baylor Tiger. Ready.
On first down, Herbert. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
His throw left side is complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
21.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
380. What? 5'9", 5'9". Kappa. Crowd right. Hey, Ray. Set.
Herbert to the air again. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. A throw right side. Take it in by Tucker. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
Home trips right. Baylor Tiger. Hey, Ram. Let's go. Hey. Let's go.
Throwing again, Herbert. That is Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Houston. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drop. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Now, faking the give. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is Tyler Nubin up from the secondary, working his way in to record the sack. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. They send a receiver in motion left. Throwing now on third and long. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Musgrave. And he will have a Dolphins first down. They convert in style there. Big play on fourth and long. He'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. And that ball intercepted. Asante Samuel Jr., just like his daddy did.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. Here comes second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 12-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be out of bounds up at the 30-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. First down for Houston.
At the 30-yard line.
Shotgun now for Herbert. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but they move it down to the 25-yard line. It is a big-time play for Houston. Pickup of 46 yards. That is brought in at the 10. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Here's a run. Mark down at the 6.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
Second and goal.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Herbert. That one taken in. Touchdown, Texans. It's his second touchdown of the year. The kicking team on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Texans will take a 21-7 lead.
Dolphins 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw. Over the middle, the tight end Musgrave. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Here's first and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Devon Achane coming out of the backfield. And that will lead to a second down. They'll look to throw again. That's left side, caught by Musgrave. And he's into the end zone. What a response! Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Dolphins. Pass's kick is good. And the Dolphins draw closer here. It's 21-14. Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. Now, Watkins on the return. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go. Set.
On first and 10, here's Herbert. That one caught by Tucker. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Texans first down.
Herbert now on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Now Herbert throwing on second down. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Go. Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Ready.
Now Herbert again. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
So the hope is your 1 3rd down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Well, Baylor Tiger.
Here we go on 4th down with Herbert. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure if this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. They'll stay on the ground with 8 men. And he's going to pick it up, take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So,
under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the 1st half clock.
the defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number one. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
That is hot. What a job to keep the play alive. Touchdown, Miami. His second touchdown of this first half. So now this to get him back to even heading into the break. The kick is good, and the Dolphins will even the score. It's now 21-all. So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. Now, Watkins on the return. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. trouble, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Slot man in motion right. They'll look to throw. Forced to his right. He's going to take a shot down the field. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 45 yards.
Let's go.
On the carry, it's Achane. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
He'll drop to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. He's got it at about the 8. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
6 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Let's go.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
He's got it at the 3. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Dolphins. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Dolphins go up by 7, 28-21. Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. Now, Watkins on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Hey, Catholic, ready?
Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Ray.
Herbert to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's got Tucker open downfield. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's close to another 1st down. This is brought down just shy of the marker.
It's 2nd and inches at the 47-yard line.
2nd and inches. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. Quick hitting slant there. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
Hey, go Lion, lock.
Throwing again, Herbert. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That is good. What a throw. Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Houston. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. No problem there on the extra point, and the Texans have come back to level things. It's 28 all. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Dallas Turner on the stop.
It's 2nd and 8. At the 30.
2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Dolphins, 1st down. A gain of 15. 1st down, Miami.
A run out of the gun with Achane. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Dolphins 1st down.
Look wide, get this one complete, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Back to throw. There's that man again, another catch. Now they are in business, inside the 15-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards.
That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a 1st down.
Okay, ready? 19
So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60. 18 Rattler.
On the ground, Achane opens up this 4th quarter. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Once again, it's Achane. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
At this stage of the game, one play could be the difference between winning and losing, and that dangerous throw is just a little risky for my liking. I understand the notion of trying to make a play and being aggressive, but one turnover here, and this game could be over. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Set. Lion. Baylor, go. Hey, ram.
Herbert now on first down. Has caught. That's Lane. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Moment of rights.
And the Texans first down.
Go. Baylor
First
tight.
and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Set.
On first down, Herbert rolling right. Now he'll air one out. That is brought in. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is first down and goal. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone and incomplete. He'll go again from the 3. It is second and goal.
380. Yeah, 59. Let's go.
Herbert to the air again. And he can't get away. Down he goes back to the 16. For the lead, here is third and goal.
Hey, ram. Let's go. Hey, Ray. Crowd right. Hey, go Lion. Ray.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes fourth and goal. So now a big spot coming here. This to even the score late. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. So here we go. Big spot for the rookie. This one he's got to have. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
At the 35-yard line.
That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
This crowd, they're trying to force a false start. What noise before 3rd and inches. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He gets free. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 20-yard line. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 35 yards. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They put Wilson in motion. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
This is 1st and 10.
Go. Hey, Ram.
They'll run up the sideline, past midfield, down the sideline to the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Texans. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
19 sack. Here we go. 19, 18. 65 there. 75
Back to throw here to begin the drive. His throw left side is complete. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
This crowd into it now. It's 3rd and 2. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a first down.
65.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, the tight end Musgrave.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
They'll throw out of the gun. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive. So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot, then there's a medium zone option, and then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of downs. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Looking underneath for Achane. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here, bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
And the crowd a major factor now as we get to 3rd down. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That one out wide to Achane. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down. He'll drop to throw. He's got it at the 3. And he will have the first down. So they roll the dice on 4th down in the red zone. And it pays off with 1st and goal.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
Here is 1st and goal. Back to the air one more time. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Here we go. One final play. And this is going to be a touchdown. What a finish. They win it on the final play. So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL